There we go. We're live. Do the dial wave.
Yes. Oh, I need to get it in the
Yeah,
dang camera
like
wherever it
that.
is.
There you
Hello.
go. You got it. Hi,
Yeah.
everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We don't
Thank
have
you.
anybody in the chat yet. I gotta put up the
Oh,
comment thing. Oh, okay.
okay.
It is. It's up. All right.
Yeah.
And my name's
Oh,
Loretta, Mother's Tarot, and this is my guest, BJ. BJ's
from
Esoteric
Esoteric
Musings.
Musings.
Yeah,
Yep.
one of my soul sisters with
Yes, ma'am.
Sovereignty of Souls. Wow. You want to talk a little bit, BJ?
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got several topics that we thought we'd kick around today.
Hmm.
And what do you want to start with?
Well, we've got setting intentions, mindfulness, and self protection, I thought. So,
Okay.
does that sound the right order for that?
Yeah.
Setting
Yeah.
intentions for the day, and then you follow up with being mindful,
Yes.
throughout the day.
Yes.
And yeah, and then we'll go over self protection. I've got a little the little thing I do that it only takes a minute or so, and you just visualize sweeping away any attachments and patting yourself down with love to fill up the little holes there, and you're good to go. So yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's talk about setting intentions. I have been doing a whole lot of reading, studying,
Mm-hmm.
practicing. Let's see, I'm practicing controlled breathing. That's,
Ah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've learned that's really, and then uh, our friend Nicole, she was telling me she does the alternate breath with the nostril.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'd never done that before. I just started it, and now I realize how bad my sinuses are.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling her that that was part of Edgar Casey's work, that he would do what he called head and neck exercises before
Oh,
going into meditation. And
oh,
that's what he would talk is you you take turns
yeah,
breathing in one side out the other and you do that
yeah.
three
With
times
your,
and then
you use it,
reverse it.
yeah, and you're
Yeah.
like that.
And then he always did the side to side with the neck and then around
Oh,
three
just movement.
times.
See,
And
I
then
had to do that just to be able to move my neck.
he always had a prayer of protection
Uh huh.
that he suggested for anyone,
Do you
which
remember
is,
it?
oh, I do. As I open myself to the unseen forces of truth, of love, truth, and might, let within ourselves, let me throw the protection found in the thought of the Christ. And then, amen to that to close it.
Namaste.
And he always felt that to go into meditation, and because my dyslexic brain, I always get them backwards. But one you open with the Lord's Prayer, and
Uh
the
huh.
other is the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not
I
want.
shall not want. Okay.
Yeah, and you
My-
close with that.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay.
he had a number of physical cues,
Uh huh. That
and
he did.
I'm wondering if most people have uh, are still practicing that. I'm sure our
Hmm.
vintage, the
Hmm.
boomers. I'm sure they probably still do.
Yeah, some I would think so. Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
did that once with some young folks that we were going to do a group meditation, and I put that out, and as I was getting to the thought, found holding the intention with the thought of the Master Jesus the Christ,
uh huh.
and I thought, oh, maybe people aren't into the to him, so I said the thought of the one, and somebody in the back chuckled, and I thought, well, it probably wasn't a very good one either. I just said, well, whatever, you know. I, I'm a fly by the seat of your pants kind of
Mhm.
gal.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But no, I am a big believer in intentions. And yes, as I I can share if you think
Yeah,
I should about my experience a couple of weeks ago when I
yes.
came home and said, "What was I thinking?" and you scolded me. No, well, I don't go out as often as I
Yeah.
used to, and I
Mhm.
live in a very small little town.
Uh-huh.
less than eight, probably right around 8,000 people now.
Uh-huh.
So I don't always think about cloaking myself in a mantle of
Hmm.
protection before leaving the house.
Yeah.
Well, silly in the times we are in right now for me to
Yeah.
even forget about that. But I had to run 3 different errands, and every time I turned around, one thing was getting crazier than the next,
Oh yeah.
and my bank card, we're in the process we were transferring accounts over to a different bank, and so my new card wasn't working, and I thought, "Well, maybe it's just this card reader." I tried it 4 different places, and all 4 times it was, declined,
Yeah.
and so I finally went to the bank on the way home. I'm like, "Okay, I'm going to the bank." I go in there and he says, "Well, when did you get this card?" And the gal that was the manager that set everything up, she happened to be working at the next station, teller
Uh-huh.
station. So she's listening in. I said, "Well, I was thinking maybe she went ahead and activated it automatically because when I got the card, I went to go online to activate it and it says your card's already active." Okay. He says,
Uh-huh.
"Well, we don't activate them online. How did you do that?" I said, "I went into the Chase account. I went," and he's like, No, you have to call the number or you have to come to the ATM." And he
Uh,
goes, "But he put it in," and he says, "It's not active. It's an inactivated card." And I said, "Well, I don't know who did that." Okay. So they had to send me another one. So I was so frustrated when I left there. I said, "Oh, to heck with it." My favorite Mexican restaurant right next door. And I said, "I'm going to go over there and I'm going to get their veggie burrito and I'm going to go home and put on my pajamas and I'm going to eat that and I'm not going anywhere." And
yeah.
I was a half hour too early. They weren't even open yet. So I was like, okay.
Oh, jeez.
And I came home and my husband took one look at me and said, "Call them and put in your order. I'll go pick it up when I go to lunch in just a few minutes." And he goes, and don't leave this house." I said, "No."
Don't go nowhere.
Yeah. And so my dear soul sister, Loretta, chewed me out and said, "What were you thinking? You never leave the house." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's right." So I've been cloaking ever since.
Yeah,
Been
I do
reminding
it
myself.
in the morning. That's the first thing I have
Oh,
to do is, and I ground most everybody I hear grounds their root chakra, right? And Gaia Mother Earth.
well, I was told many years ago, and I've always felt this, and I didn't realize that's what it was, but I had a woman by the name of Judy Baumgardner. She actually did healing and Akashic record
Oh,
work
okay. Uh-huh.
for the Edgar Cayce Association of Research and
Uh-huh.
Enlightenment. And then she branched out on her own, and she happened to be in Arizona near where I was. And so I
Oh,
got a reading with her.
uh-huh.
And she acted like the diagnostician. She would
Yeah.
have someone present to her. She would go into her part of it and she would do a physical reading of the body. And
Uh-huh.
so as she's going down my body, she says, "Oh my gosh, you are extremely grounded." And I said, "Well, I've always felt like I got an anchor on my butt. Boom, solid." And she goes, "You've got the rich browns of the mother clear up through your knees, up into your thighs. There's very little that's going to topple you over." And I was
Oh,
like, "Oh,
wow.
well, that's good to know."
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but she says, "Yeah." And she goes, "I've never seen anybody so grounded like this."
Wow. That's
And
great.
that was even the comment that after my first knee replacement, I got up
Oh.
that evening and I walked 75 feet, like around and they're like, "Holy crap, are you solid?" I said, "Well," I said, I got
Good.
news for you. I've been in chronic miserable pain since I was at 40 years old, and I was 62 or
Yeah.
3 when I had my knees done." And
Uh-huh.
I said, "This is cake compared to what I've been living with all these years." I said, "I'm just ready to go and go." And yes, I just took off. But
Yeah.
I've always thought of that. I'm very grounded and I feel very
Mhm.
blessed in that grounding.
Yeah.
But apparently with these chaotic times, I still have to make sure I do my discipline of
Yeah.
protection. Yeah.
Yeah, you really do. And when I leave, I know I'm going to leave. I took the advice of I think his name is John. And he's been on Linda G's, where he says, ask for a benevolent outcome to your day.
Yes.
So I always do that, and especially I get in the car and before I'm out of the drive, I ask for a benevolent outcome to my day,
Yeah.
and that helps. But I don't know anybody else, but I also ground my crown chakra.
Oh, that's
I
probably good.
Yeah, I just have always felt compelled to do that, because if I'm grounded here, yeah, but what about the rest of me? I
The
kind of
rest of
need
you. Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
and I always just almost plug in, just like, you
yeah,
know?
well, I guess what saying the words, because I do grounding my crown chakra deep into the heavens amongst the holy of holies in service to the love and
Oh,
light of the one infinite creator source, the
you're
omnipotent
anchoring, honey.
one.
You're not grounding
Oh,
it. You're anchoring it in
yeah.
the ethers.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah. So my feet are anchored in my,
Head is right where it needs to be. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I just feel
Yeah.
like I have to do that for me.
And then the one thing I add to
Mm-hmm.
mine as when I always ask or offer myself in service to the divine forces if I can be of any service, or please, please help me be aware if I can be in service as I move through my day.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in need, let me have the knowing
Yeah.
to approach them, or if they approach me, to know,
Mm-hmm.
ah,
Mm-hmm.
this is a person who needs help, or whatever
Yeah.
the situation is.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
try to be careful with that, because many years ago I said, I am here. I am here to be of service to the light. However you need me, utilize me. And my God, my phone was ringing off the hook. I had people wanting to come over. Can you do a layout on me? Can you do? And I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I said
That's
that
a
one
little
day in
heavy duty.
frustration, and
Yeah.
I hear this voice in my head say, you said you wanted to be an instrument of service. What is an instrument if it is not played? And I'm like, I ain't here to be played, okay? I'm here to be of service. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
why,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't mind. I just don't want to be played.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they send me people. So
Yeah.
they have always sent me people. And when I
Yeah.
first moved into here, I was out the dumpsters taking the trash out, and it's got a wooden fence around it, where you got the big dumpsters in there and then the recycling in the back. So there's
Mhm.
kind of a door entrance type thing, but it's not a door, it's just wide open.
Yeah.
And I turn around to walk out, and there's this 90, she's
Oh,
91.
God bless her.
And yeah, Anna was something else. And see, she was born in Poland, so
Oh.
she went through as a child, Hitler, and his regime
Um.
over there,
Mhm.
and she was totally deaf in her left ear, and she had only half
Wow.
the hearing in her right ear. She knew 3 languages she had learned. She came here to the United States in her 60s, 70, 89.
Wow.
No, yeah, in the middle 60s, and learned the language, you know? And
Well, that is one thing. If you are a linguist, you can pick up languages real easy.
yeah.
And in Europe, most people speak what, 3 to 5 languages
Yeah, they
easy.
do. It's
Yeah,
only in America that we're so
ignorant.
thank you.
Yeah.
I
If we're lucky, we'll learn Spanish because that's our nearest neighbor.
know. I tried to push it off of my kids. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
But I thought this would be a great. We've got a few people
Oh,
now,
excellent.
and I thought this would be a great idea for going into 2025. Um, like on my little meme, dance, keep
Mm,
dancing, even when it hurts. You just got to keep dancing, you know.
yes.
So yeah, so we're gonna go over setting intentions, mindfulness, and self protection. And yeah, with my breathing, uh, I'm working on control and
Oh, I'm
direction, intention.
I'm posting as you. Oops.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, I'm just wondering. Hmm, okay.
That's good.
Well, I'll have to just say this is BJ
Yeah, there you go.
incognito. Yeah, it's not giving me a prompt to set one for myself, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Hopefully we can get that other
With
thing
as much as
figured
been
out.
going on with this already this morning, I don't
I
care posting
know.
it,
I know.
commenting as you.
I tried to put BJ on as co-host and
Oh,
administrator. I mean, we did 3 attempts, so you had to come in as a guest. So that's how come you're coming up under my name.
well,
Yeah,
whatever works, you know.
yeah. And let's see. I have some notes here. It
Well, who do
says,
we have? Because I'm not seeing who's
I
here.
don't see names. I just see that we've got a few
Oh,
people
few
watching,
people.
and that's really great. Welcome and
Yes.
thank you. And
We
you have to
appreciate
catch,
you.
and those that come in and catch the replay, thank you so very much, all of you. Really appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I've been learning how to mentally control the energy field. Is kind of what I'm working on. You know.
Okay. Okay.
The human magnetic field is a dynamic and responsive entity that reflects our thoughts, emotions, and overall state of being.
Mhm.
I found this really interesting. I'm going to read you a few of the highlights I've got here. I've got, in the words of the great philosopher Lao Tzu, TZU, watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions.
Mhm.
Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character.
Yeah.
Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. I thought that was very profound and
Yeah.
wise indeed.
Oh, we
And
have Carl.
hello, Carl. How you doing, sweetie?
Oh.
I left Allie's show for you. Yeah,
Wow, I feel
Allie doesn't.
special. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, we are.
Please don't tell her.
No, we
No,
won't.
we
We
love
won't.
Allie. We
Yeah,
wouldn't do that, and she
yeah,
wouldn't mind.
yeah.
But
And I'm so busy, I don't get to talk to her much.
I know, right?
Yeah, and
I know. I don't think be she and I'll be able to do another collaboration till well after the first of the year.
yeah,
Because
I,
we were
I,
talking about wanting to do another one, but it's like I've got all these papers to grade. I've got other people lined up. Oh my goodness.
I
It's
know, I
just
know. I don't know how she does what she does. I really don't.
yeah.
But my hat's off to her. She's amazing. And
Yeah, she
also, I
is.
got a couple more notes I'm gonna read here, and then
Okay.
it says the mind is a powerful tool that can either be our greatest ally or our fiercest
Enemy.
adversary, and that
Yeah.
is so true. When we harbor negative thoughts and emotions such as fear, anger, or resentment, we emit vibrations that attract similar frequencies from the environment. This repels the very things you wish to manifest. See, that's a problem. Conversely, when we cultivate positive thoughts and emotions such as love, gratitude, and compassion, we resonate with higher frequencies, attracting
Yeah.
more of the same into our lives. You can
Yeah.
begin to untangle yourself from the grip of unconscious reactivity and reclaim your power to choose how you respond to life's challenges. That's just a few notes. And one last one here. Patience and persistence are your greatest allies. Just as a sculptor patiently chisels away at a block of marble to reveal the masterpiece within, so too must you chip away at the layers of conditioning and illusion that obscure your true essence.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And our minds are powerful, powerful things. And, most of us are emotionally and spiritually sick people, you know, on the planet at this stage. Anyway, it looks like.
Mhm.
Did Denise come in?
I
Carl
don't
saying hi to Denise?
yeah, I don't know.
It's BJ, Carl. Is that what you talked
Oh,
about? I see,
I
but
have a good friend, Denise. It's a good name. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
it is a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, so anyway, I've been working on that. And oh, I was telling BJ, I want to share with those in the audience and those that come in watch the replay. Thank you very much too. Thumbs up, please, and subscribe if you like. And to reset your energy field when you're feeling out of sorts, upset, any kind of way but calm and serene, what you do is you take your index finger and your middle finger like this, and on your chest, all right, tap your chest. Just keep tapping it and say, let go of what no longer serves me, realign with my highest self. So you want to let go. Say, I
What
let go of what no
what no
longer
longer
serves me
serves me,
and realign
align
myself
myself
with my highest self.
with my
Yes.
highest self.
And it will reset your mind. It
Mm-hmm.
will reset your energy field. Our energy field, we have got an etheric field, and it's where all our emotions and everything is. And it's like about 2 inches around us. We got all kinds of fields, but that etheric field is the one I am most interested in and have been reading up on. Yes, Carl, BJ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you
I just,
go.
yeah. And I had to let him know it was me because
Yeah, I know you know he says,
there's
no, I
two
mean the
Loretta's
lovely
posting
lady
on here.
beside you. I know. The lovely lady beside me is BJ. Yeah, BJ's Esoteric Musings. And I've
Yeah.
got her channel up here on the screen. So, if for anyone who's here, uh, please do subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it.
And the understanding of thoughts are powerful and they generate things depending on how we're thinking
Yeah.
that are counterintuitive to what we want because of
Mm-hmm.
the way we're framing it in our own heads. I used to work with people and oh, I'm going to get fired. Oh, I'm going to get fired. You know, and I kept saying, and one gal, she was one of our occupational therapists, and
Uh-huh.
she followed behind me in an elevator one day. And she goes, oh, I just know they're going to fire me. I just know they are. And blah, blah, blah. And I said, will you stop?
Yeah,
Because if you keep this up, you
they
are going
will.
to bring the very thing that you
You
are
don't.
fearing.
Yeah.
So stop it.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, no, I'm just so worried because, well, she needed to be fired. Her and her cohort in crime that used to do all kinds of like go on company time to go do their family shopping for clothes
Oh,
and the kids and
oh
all that.
yeah, yeah.
Well, that one was our speech
I've been,
therapist and she became a supervisor. So this gal got real nervous because she's like, this gal knows where all the bodies are buried. She's going to get rid of me quick. And she did.
yeah,
Yeah.
good.
But
Yeah,
yeah, you
I know what you mean. But have you
framing
ever
is everything. Yeah.
have you ever worked with energy? I
Oh, all
mean,
the time. Yeah.
yeah, but
I
I
used to
mean,
do stone layouts and I've done
yeah.
chakra balancing and things like that over the
Well,
years.
okay, I
So,
guess because
and
I
that's
had to
all
come.
energy work.
Yeah, I had to come to the realization. I mean, I knew I was doing stuff, you
Mhm.
know, but I didn't know how, other than with my thoughts and intention, of getting something to move in a direction to have the beneficial outcome that I want for somebody I care about, and I I got like caught doing this. So what it felt like I was caught. My
Mhm.
friend Lisa at the other end of the county, she was all excited because she'd gotten to see the grandkids and this and that, and she looks at me and she goes, "You did this, didn't you?" And I just kind of I didn't not I just and then she started talking again, and again she goes, "You did this. You made this happen, didn't you?" And I just kind of smiled and nodded. Yeah. But it's weird, but I have managed and worked with energy forever, not knowing that there was some kind of actual field out there that people were talking about it, and it was a real thing. So now I'm
Mhm.
learning about what I already have a talent for.
Well, that's what I always said when I first started digging into stuff, was that, well, all I'm really learning is the vocabulary, the words to explain what I've
Yeah,
just inherently always done.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so, yeah, I think that's a lot of us fall into that category as we begin
yeah.
working with ourselves. We're like, oh, well, I just do this, you know.
Hmm.
Um, the hands-on, I would always hear people say, "Oh, would you rub my neck and shoulder?" My dad loved to have me work on
Oh
his
yeah.
back and shoulders, and
Yeah.
so uh, there we go, Carl. Hopefully, he'll
Did you
see
get it
that.
up there?
Yeah, I'm hope.
Okay, I thought you were.
Oh, except for I mistyped esoteric. I'm trying to. I can't
Okay, wait
see.
a minute. BJ's Esoteric
Oops.
Musings dash NQ. I'm getting it.
Yeah,
NQ
NQ
and
four
then
LR. I think it
4LR.
is. Yeah,
Four.
and I never know if it's
I
a
should
capital
have
I or.
this down by now.
Well, you think I would have it down by now? I need to get it on my.
Yeah.
It's that whole having 3 different channels that's goofing
Yeah,
everything
but
up.
you're not doing anything with the other two, though, are
No,
you?
I just
Yeah,
want them to go away or
I know.
merge.
I've got some other channels too, but they're all linked under the one Google email, and it's
Right.
like so I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm almost ready to go and do like what Nicole did with hers and put like BJ's Esoteric Musings 1
Uh
so
huh.
that folks know that is the one. Okay, he's
Yeah.
going to try that.
Okay, I'll
But
take a slow copy. All right.
yeah,
Good deal, Carl. Good.
thank
And to
you,
be another
Carl.
subscriber, thank you.
Yes, and I
Many
know
more
he
next
tried.
year.
I think I
Yeah.
had noticed that he tried, but then my numbers, and I was like, "Uh-oh, I hope he didn't get to the wrong one by
Well,
mistake."
and also when you subscribe out of the chat,
Yeah,
YouTube, for some reason, within the week,
they drop them.
they'll drop you. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why, Carl, if are you listening to me, that's why it's better to go to the top of the YouTube page. And, because you've already written it down. So when we're done here and you leave my channel here, then go to the top of the page of YouTube where there is a search bar and type in BJ's address there. And that way it'll take you to her channel. You get us to be a subscriber, and YouTube will not kick you off. But they tend to kick people off
Yeah,
when
it's
they
rude.
have get subscribed out of the comments. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I finally got my first edit from them. When they look at our videos, because I
Oh,
mistakenly had mentioned, uh, it was the one where I was reading a lot of my different things, journaling that I had been writing
uh-huh.
or different
Yeah.
messages I was receiving. And I said, this one, I wrote just after that thing that happened in November. But I said the word, the
Uh-huh.
ELECTION.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden in my edit, because I always try to do a playback to make sure sound and everything is good. And I'm
Uh-huh.
looking at that on the TV because I put everything up on the TV to see and
Yeah.
hear well. And there's one part where all of a sudden it goes to black screen where they must have done a cut and pulled that. And then I just resume. And I'm like, I think they
Ooh.
didn't like me using the word, that thing we do
Yeah.
in
Isn't
November.
that something that I know? Susan Lynn's the same way.
And I mean,
She'll
I make it very clear I do not talk politics, but I
yeah,
happen to mention, just an action, not even,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But yeah, oh, I know they're
I
throttling
guess
her
I
like
don't use the
mad.
word much. I just
Yeah, and
growl about
yeah,
everything
certain
around it.
things and you know,
Hmm.
but
Yeah,
he
and I
says,
don't.
"Okay, what do I do now?" Oh, oh,
Okay,
I'm
so
already subscribed.
I don't believe I've attended any of your live shows. She
Oh,
hasn't gotten to do one yet, Carl, because you've
yeah.
got to have 50 subscribers.
I finally got enough subscribers that I can do lives
Yeah.
now.
Oh, good, good. Well,
I
because I
think I
know
have
you hit 50
52,
and then it
unless they've
was,
taken any away. But when I
yeah,
looked
that's true.
earlier, I
Well,
had
yeah, because you
52.
hit 50 and then a couple of them were off, and there was probably because of the subscribing from the comment section.
Probably. I
you know.
I can't figure them out.
Yeah.
I'm, you know,
Yeah. I know. We'll,
I'm very
we'll get
I'm
up
very
there.
pedantic in some ways, you
Hmm.
know. I'm a fly by the seat of your pants gal, but I'm also very pedantic about some things,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
tech stuff,
Yeah.
because it turns into a bache galoop very quickly for me.
Yeah. The tech is, and I'm awful with it, but we seem to somehow we keep pushing on though, so that's all right. Where did I go with my stuff? Okay, so we talked about protecting ourselves, grounding ourselves, and realigning ourselves.
Yeah. And also on your pressure points,
Uh-huh.
we have different nodes and glands that sit in various spots. And
Uh,
when we're sick, we get congested here at these
uh,
pressure points. So
uh,
on women, they're kind of easy to find because they're right at the edge of your
yeah.
inner breast. But it's on either side of this going into towards the sternum. And those are
Uh-huh.
two areas that you can tap to help clear congestion and things like that.
Oh, I didn't know you could tap it to
Yeah,
clear it. I
yeah.
usually slaver Vicks
It's
Vapor
just like
Rub
I'll
on.
tap my third eye sometimes.
Really? Does
Uh-huh.
that help?
Well, I figure it can't hurt. Wake
Well,
up.
that's
We
true.
tap our cards now and then to wake up. Everything needs a good tapping now and then, I
That's
guess.
right. That's true. That's very true.
Bache Galoop is what
Yeah.
Sophia, Petrillo says. What would say? My Aunt Mary always talked about a Bache Galoop. And
I
I
don't
always
know
thought it
if
had
I.
something because her maiden name was Bocce. So I was like,
Oh,
oh, maybe it's grandma's saying,
I take a loop.
it's a bocce thing. But yeah, bocce galoop. But it's just
What's it mean?
it means what a
What?
cluster F.
Oh, that.
What a
Okay.
major
Got
mess.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's
New
a
word
bocce
for me.
galoop.
It's a bachapaloop. I like that. I have to
Yeah.
write that down.
That's like my mother used to have the funniest sayings, and one of hers was if she saw something that just really kind of threw her off, she'd say, "Oh, well, forevermore." And I said that one day we were going down the highway and I looked over at something and I'm like, well, forevermore. And Walter says, he says, where'd that come from? I said, my mother. And he says, oh, I love that one. I got to start using that one. Oh,
Yeah.
forevermore.
Yeah.
Or she'd say, cuss words.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd
Yeah.
say, what's cuss words, Mom? Oh, that just saves me having to say them all. She
Hmm.
never swore. She
My
just,
mom never swore either. Well,
no.
just a couple of times at me, which told me it's none of my GD business, you know, because I was 14 and I wanted to ask about rent and utilities, Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah, no,
I
none,
slapped
yeah.
that woman. She just reared up on me.
Yeah, they never stop to think that you got to learn that
I
stuff.
know. I thought
And who
4
do you
years
ask?
away, it's coming pretty fast, right? Jeez.
Yeah.
My plan was
Oh,
what's
that's who he's talking about. He's talking about the ladies
Dorothy?
on,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
the
ladies on who?
Betty White and the
Oh, okay.
the
Sophia, right? Yeah.
right, the mother.
Yeah. The
Yes,
Golden
yes.
Girls or
Golden Girls. There we
yeah.
go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that show.
Oh, yeah, I
How
do
did I
too.
never catch that?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I canceled my cable over a year ago, and
I
now
know
I've
we're
canceled a lot of streaming too. So
yeah. It's hideous what you pay now
yeah, and I
for all
just
that stuff, and
you know
it's nothing. All
yeah.
the main channels is just reruns and it's just crap.
Well, yeah, fear mongering and
If
and
there's
all that,
anything to
and I
watch,
don't
you're gonna
need it.
tape it so you can cut out all the
Yeah,
commercials
yeah, I
anyway.
do that because I
Yeah.
refuse to watch commercials, and in fact, on my channel, I pay YouTube so I don't have to watch commercials.
How old are you, Carl? He says he's older than me. I
What?
think Loretta's a little older than me too. I think she's got a year on me, don't you?
I'm 70. I just turned 70 in
So,
November.
oh,
So
we're just months apart then.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. So
yeah, because
Carl,
I turned 70 in next August.
how young are you, Carl?
Yes. Oh, I'm way older than you, dude.
53. Yeah, babe.
You're just a young'un. You're a
You
young'un.
are. You're a little spry chicken.
He says he's just joshing.
Joshing. But
That's
you,
all right. I've
you,
earned every year I've got,
oh,
just like
yeah,
all the gray hair. I've earned all those too.
yeah.
So,
It's
yeah,
been quite a journey. It really has. It
it's been
really, really
something.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always go back to that 8-year-old little girl that told her mother, "How come nothing exciting ever happens in our family? It's always the same old thing." It ain't been
Oh,
the same old
gee.
thing since. It wasn't before. I just didn't know any better.
I know you didn't know any better and you said it out loud. So,
I did.
yeah, I, but
Yeah.
yeah, the older I get though, oh, BJ, you're blonde as a golden girl. That's right, she is. Beautiful. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. But yeah, I've been listening to some uh videos about chosen ones, you know?
I've been watching them too. And don't you
Yeah.
feel foolish when you're because you're like,
Well,
I know
you
they're
know,
talking about me. Did you see the one on birth dates? The date of your birth?
no, I haven't
That
seen that one
people
yet.
with certain birth dates, and
Uh-huh.
don't you know,
You're
18th?
hmm
That
Did they
was
have
one.
was the 13th on there?
I think it was 13, 14, and then there were like several that went in a row in the teens, and I thought, oh, maybe it's not. And then all of a sudden he goes an 18, and I'm like, well, there you go. And then he mentioned my husband's 22nd.
Wow.
That's another number.
Yeah.
And we've always said we are
hmm
opposite sides of the same
Yeah.
coin.
I was, but
Yeah.
with this just been the last few days too that this has been coming up, and then the spirits, they remind me that, yeah, when I
Did you
was
see what Carl wrote? You got to see what Carl wrote.
I just clickbait.
I know you got to
Carl,
wonder,
you're a little
but
bit of both, sweetie.
but the thing with the crescent moons, we were talking about
Oh
that.
yeah,
And yes, and my palms when I line them up, they mirror perfectly.
yeah,
Look at
mine,
I
yeah,
can't get my other hand out of the way to
yeah,
show you.
mine do
But
too.
yeah,
The
all my
M
lines.
though, the
Yeah.
M's are the ones that are less than 2% of the world population.
So,
They don't say that about the crescent moon because that's
mm,
more common, but
I
the M
guess.
is
And
between
do
one.
all of your lines bifurcate at the ends? A number of mine do.
What do you mean bifurcate?
They split. They
Oh yeah,
split like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. No,
And
no, no,
so
no.
then one will go up one direction and one the other. I've
Mm-hmm.
got lots of chaining in
Mm-hmm.
my lines. That's
Yeah.
come on over time.
Mm-hmm.
My lifeline on my non-dominant hand, if you look at it, it's
Uh-huh.
short, but then it joins in. It's followed and then joined in with another line. Come on, Betty, get
Yeah.
your hand in there. And it goes all the way down and around.
Yeah. See, mine's big. See it
Yeah.
down here?
But
I mean, it's off the charts.
yeah. But mine, oh, and on this side, my lifeline bifurcates and drops into the fate line just like on the other side and then goes
Yeah.
all the way down around. So, yeah, man, that's deep. I
Oh,
never heard that word. Really?
bifurcate, man.
I
That's
think he's teasing.
yeah. Oh, what did I do? I got my caps on. Sorry about that. Just Carl, you are special. Yes, you are. Okay.
And not short bus special. That's what I would say. I'm not short bus special, am I?
Yeah. Does anybody want a reading? Being to 39 minutes in.
Oh,
Uh,
goodness. There was
yeah, you
something
are
else.
special, Carl.
There was something else we were gonna. There was another part. There's a third part to our conversation. I
Did
don't think
we
we.
did we do the mindfulness? Is that what?
No, no. Let's talk about mindfulness while we're
Okay.
waiting to see if anyone.
Okay, you
Uh,
start us off then.
oh, well, to me, mindfulness really is awareness
Yeah.
and holding it holding it as an intention
Hmm.
to be mindful and aware
Yeah.
as we are observing the day. So many people, you can tell they're like in
Yeah.
a fog. They don't even hear you.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
so that can lead to
Yeah.
serious implications, including
Yeah.
literally having some negative energy jump on you.
Yeah. But
So,
mindfulness is also, it's, for me, I found it, well, not extremely challenging because I've always had it's been there.
mhm,
But when it comes to adjusting something, that I'm projecting, or, whatever it is,
mhm,
it's a challenge to keep that awareness flowing throughout the day, depending on how your day is going, of course.
yeah,
For the coming days leading towards the new year, please. Yes, Carl, you
y-
betcha.
you got it.
Yeah. It's just me then. Okay, reading. He's going to throw us a bone. Thank you, Carl.
With the knick-knack, paddywhack,
Yeah. That's
give a
beautiful.
dog a bone.
For the coming week. All right. Let me put this down. And let's see. Tarot of the Spirit. They're having me pull this. Must be a special message. Okay. He says.
Yeah.
The coming days, Carl. Coming days ahead.
Okay.
Yes. Coming days ahead.
All right.
Coming days ahead. That's five.
You are special. You're a VIP for sure, Carl.
Yes, you are. Here's for me. Yes, you are.
All right. And we're going to do that.
Mm-mm,
And we're going to do that. Oh,
mm-mm.
I need to get him an angel card, a number card.
Oh my God. I've laid out 5 cards and 3 are major arcana.
Ah, well, look at you.
I know. Go, Carl, go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Get my little book out. I'm using the Tarot of the Spirit.
Oh, very nice.
I love the language they speak in here. 17 Temperance. Do you want
You
to
know,
go first?
I'm still pulling.
Okay.
You go
All
ahead.
right. I will go first. Okay. Okay. 5 cards. First card, we've got Temperance. We got Temperance here. All right. And the trials and temptations you currently experience will lead you towards integration, the middle way, the path of moderation. Through acting in moderation, your fears are conquered and your purity shines forth. You are in a period of growth, of stretching yourself spiritually. Through allowing inner growth, you will arrive at a period of profound realization. Man, that's beautiful. And then we have got, okay, see if I can remember the numbers
Get these in the right order.
to
There
the
they
Justice. Okay, yeah, we got Justice card. Karma is the next card. I got 5 of them here for you. Okay. Um, let's see. Here we go. Do not deny the consequences of your actions. Own the results of your thoughts, words, and deeds, for even thought constitutes action in the energy cycles of the universe. See, we were talking about this, you
are.
know.
Mm-hmm.
Adjust your actions and embrace love. Remember these words. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whosoever a man soweth, that shall he
He
also reap.
reap.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, and that's why our entire country is where we're at right now too.
Yeah, we're doing the
Oh,
reaping and sowing.
yeah, we are big time. Okay,
Mhm.
now
Or
we
more
got the
sowing than
three
reaping.
of wind in the middle of this reading. So I take that as being the center point here. The three of wind, give up in order to gain, surrender in order to achieve, recognize that all that is good has the potential for evil. All that is evil has the potential for good. You have seen so much and you sometimes wish you hadn't. You have told yourself that ignorance is bliss, but you know that something is missing in that proverb. All that you know will eventually help you to build your own character or personality in a positive image. Ask yourself if your motivation is pure. Then you will know whether you are on the right track. So, give up in order to surrender in order to gain achieve. See, there you. It might be. Are you holding on to something, Carl? Are you? Because that kind of came to mind that there's something you just really don't want to let go of. But I don't. Yeah. Okay. He says, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Then we've got judgment. Ah, really? We got justice and judgment in this. It's five cards. Okay. Let's see what do we have here. Okay. Okay. And this one says resurrection. Okay. Yeah. This is where we are all at. This
Yeah.
is profound. Your personal perceptions and consciousness will dissolve to be replaced by the deepest understanding possible. You are in the final stage of knowledge as you have known it. You are about to be resurrected into new thinking, into a completely new stage. It is as if you are entering a new eon or cycle in the grand scheme of your life. Let this happen naturally and beautifully. Do not fear change. You have earned the right to ascend. You have earned your rewards. You deserve every good thing that happens to you. That's beautiful. And our last card is Eight of Earth, and it has mountain on the bottom of it. Okay. Eight of Earth. So this is a pentacle. Okay, so we think of the pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, that's about your craft. Okay, Eight of Earth. Let me get Earth, Earth. Here we go. Perseverance, commitment, and discipline are the real keys to success. Talent is important, but not the most important factor. You are learning, practicing, growing, and blossoming. This is a good time to be an eager student. It is as if you are climbing a great mountain in your life. The way may seem steep or rocky, but you will get there if you walk one step at a time, thoughtfully and cheerfully, placing one foot in front of the other. The important thing is not necessarily the view from the top, but how you feel during each step on the path. Wow,
Mhm.
that's pretty profound, Carl. How do you like that? Is that all right? What'd you think? Resonate?
Yeah.
Let me know, sweetie.
Mine almost mirrors yours. And as he's commenting, I'm looking down and the words are in my cards. So here we go. This is what I got for you, Carl. We started with the dragons. The Dragon Wisdom deck is what I'm using for these. And these, my lovely sister friend gave me for Christmas. So that's
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Okay, so the first one I got for you is initiation, and you were talking about that, that you're going through, you're feeling some of that. So yes, this dragon is presenting to aid you in your time of initiation as you're moving through.
Mhm.
And as you're doing that, remember to be in gratitude,
Yes.
because the more you are in gratitude, the more the universe can bring to you and know that you are ready to receive. Um, and then we have the silence with the hourglass. Now is not the time, apparently, to really be vocal, but to be in silence and watching that uh, hourglass that will give you the timing as to when to come through. Now, I then went to the animal cards, and the first one out is panda.
Ooh.
Panda, and look at them. I immediately thought of our two little pandas that came over. We've got here in the States, we've gotten two new pandas
Oh,
back
yeah.
east somewhere. But it says, stay balanced and in your essence. The archangels are Mary, Japhel, and Sandra La Fawn. I've not
Oh.
heard that one. That's
Uh-uh.
not one I'm familiar with. The next card out was pig. Are you a
Aw.
ham? A grade A ham? I
Oh.
am. And it says maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Also so important at this time, we tend to set ourselves aside far too often, and now more than
Yeah.
ever we're being reminded, no, you make yourself whole first, and in doing so, you're then ready for next steps. And
And
the
you
archangels are again Mary, Gabriel, and Uriel. And then the last one is rat of this group. And it says, be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. And this is archangels Gabriel and Zedekiel. So
mm,
Gabriel is front and center for you in these. He shows up in several of them as well as Mary. What I thought was interesting is these two kicker cards that came out of the da da da. This is the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle cards. And who does this one? Shannon Kaiser. This is
uh-huh.
her deck.
All
Shannon
right.
Kaiser. So what I got from hers, these are the overarching going into the new year. Your purpose is personal expansion. And he's talking about been working with this. So he's right on target. How can you be more intentional with your choices and live with more purpose? That's some of the admonition that's giving
Oh.
you tools to work towards for the new year, keeping those things front and center, that you to be aware of your choices and live with more purpose, intentional purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was talking about there was something about illusion, and it says
Yeah.
things are not what they seem. You are only trapped by your illusion. What freedoms do you seek? And
Uh-huh.
that's the other card. And
Beautiful.
then I felt impressed to pull an angel numbers card for him.
Huh.
And the number I pulled was 143.
Wow.
143 is preparation. I'm telling you, this is the theme for him.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the angel whispers, life is filled with phases. The whisper is telling you to prepare for the unexpected and allow change to pass through with a sense of peace.
Mm-hmm.
Financial and creative changes are upon you. Your affirmation for this card as you go forward for this month, keep this front and center. My dreams and desires are coming to fruition, bringing change that I welcome with an open heart and mind. And I will put that up there in case you want to snapshot it.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that a beautiful card?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
that's what I've got.
that's
Oh,
great.
yes,
And
more money.
I overlooked the shadow card when I so I want to finish up, Carl, with the shadow card I got.
Oh,
It's a seven of fire, which is courage. Okay. So I'm gonna leave this little message because it fits with everything.
yeah.
Okay. Seven of fire, courage. Conditions intensify. Take further risks with greater awareness. You may feel trapped by social expectations, all that you were taught as you were growing up. But now, the reality of the past no longer works for you. If you trust in your own internal convictions, you will develop strengths and a sense of self-confidence which will work for you and will, in good time, come to be respected by others. If you have the courage of your convictions, all the traps you will fall away. All that traps you. That's what
Yeah.
it says. All that traps you will fall away.
Fall away. I like
That's
that.
great. I like
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
I
That's a
like
good.
that too.
That was an
Okay.
important one.
All right.
Well,
Carl says
very
he's
good.
recording. Good.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good way to
Yeah.
keep
Well, we're
be able to
55
refer back.
minutes,
I
almost
know.
an hour. How about if
Well,
we pull for the collective
I was
before
just
we
going
leave?
to say that. Do we want to do just a one
Hey.
card? Just one card?
Sure.
I was going to say, I think we need to pull a collective card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the secret language of color. I like that one. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am. I'm going to shuffle these just a little bit.
Yeah.
And okay.
This one. Oh.
Let me know when you're ready and we'll pull them together. Put them up.
All right. Well, I just pulled one out.
Okay. You got
Ready?
it? Uh-huh.
And go.
Mine is Ladybird.
Oh, I got
It
Rose.
says, accept happiness and good fortune. Archangel Premonix. Premelixer? Premonix.
Okay.
Who are you? I never heard of these folks.
Yeah. And the Rose says attract a relationship. I'm going, really?
Oh,
Attract a
Carl,
relationship?
are you kind of thinking that way?
What a special treat this was. I wasn't expecting to get a reading. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Carl.
But no, I take that even to mean good and true friends.
Yeah.
I think so many of us have had to do some circumspection and rework our inner circles. I've always kept mine very small, but apparently in some cases not small enough.
Yeah.
Nor with my ridiculous dedication to loyalty, I find it very hard once I accept someone in to have to, step away. It's just very difficult for me.
Nobody likes to do that, but sometimes it's
You got
necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
It is. Oh, warrior girl, there she is. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? Yeah, we're just getting ready to wrap it up, so I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everybody. We did have a few people that hang with us all this while, and thank you so much.
Yeah, Carl, I agree with you.
Yeah, loyalty.
I always say if you don't have integrity, if your word doesn't carry anything, what are you? And if you're not loyal, well, hey,
Yeah, exactly.
But
exactly.
Yeah. Hey, warrior girl.
Yes. Yeah.
Should we pull a card for her?
Do you want a card, warrior girl? We could pull a card for you.
Do you want an angel number? Let me get her an angel number. Something to focus on. Oh, she's so sweet.
I'm going to pull one for mystical wisdom and oracle of the fairies.
Oh, very nice.
Get there for warrior girl.
Fine.
All right. No worries. Yeah.
Warrior girl, I pulled an angel card for you, and the number that you got is 1010. 1010. I'm going to read this, and then I'll hold it up so you can either screenshot it or however, if you want to capture it. This is for you going into the new year. Growth. 1010. Angel whispers. Spiritual awareness is opening you to all that you are ready to see. Your destiny is being fulfilled. Keep your intentions pure with your eyes looking ahead, and you will continue to increase the growth that is here. Your affirmation for the month ahead: the
Mm,
more I invest awareness in my growth, the closer I continuously become to the outcomes I am seeking. And Warrior Girl, there is your card.
that's beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, well, I pulled from the mystical wisdom. You've got celebration, let go and have fun is the message here. And then the Oracle of the Fairies, I pulled wisdom. It says, have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. I don't know if you've got a challenge right now or if there's maybe one coming up for you, girl. But there you go.
Wisdom's always nice to have riding on your shoulder.
That's
For
right. We
sure.
could all use wisdom all
Yeah.
the time. All the time.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
All right, my lovely. This was
oh,
fun.
and let's tell them what's coming up. We're going to do this
Yeah.
every other Monday. So every 2 weeks, BJ and I are going to do live. And then next week for me on the 7th, uh, Denise Fletcher Tarot and I do lives every other Tuesday. So
Mhm.
I'll be back on Tuesday. And then every 3 weeks, BJ and Nicole and I do Sovereignty of Souls about every 3 weeks on a Friday. So
Yeah.
that's what we got. So thank you all for being here. And thank you, the ones that come in the replay. Check us out. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
please,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Loretta, as always. It's a
yes. And
pleasure being with you.
oh, I love our time together. Thank you, BJ.
I
You're
do
just a
too.
dream to have. Thank you. Okay. And so we're going to say goodbye for now. And we'll
Okay.
see you in the next
Love
video.
you all.
This is
And
Catherine.
we'll see you on this in 2 weeks.
Yep. Be back
Okay.
in 2 weeks. Okay. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay.